34 minutes and 12 seconds. That is how long it took me to find the right music for my last video. And ironically, I just ended up settling for a couple proven tracks that I have used over and over again. You probably know that feeling. But Suno promises something different. This is an AI music generation site where you can create custom tracks that fit your vision and style perfectly. There's just one problem. I have no musical talent whatsoever. So today I'm diving into Suno to see if it can allow someone as tone deaf as me to design custom music for my future videos. We're about to test the music output quality and user experience, but most importantly, at the end, I'm gonna go over licensing and read the fine print to find out whether the music that we make is actually safe to use in our projects. Suno is sponsoring this video, but as always, I'm gonna show you the good and the bad, and if you appreciate that, comment real down below. Now let's get into it. Logging onto Suno, we are met with the home page, which has a generation prompt box right up here at the top, followed by curated collections and staff picks of pre-made songs down below. You can find more of these curated tracks in the Explore page, but we're gonna come back to this in a bit and just move right into making music on the Create page. This is where you'll find your song generation tools over on the left, and when we create a song, it will pop up over in this workspace on the right. Up top, we've got 3 generation modes: simple, advanced, and sounds. Let's start with simple. My favorite type of background music for the content that I create is a synthwave mixed with lo-fi style. So I've described that the best I can, and I'll select instrumental because I don't want lyrics. And now we'll see what Suno comes up with. Wow, pretty much instantly we have 2 results here. These are okay, but they're just a little too poppy and upbeat. What if I change the word chill to ambient? Okay, these are a lot better, but this whole process is just helping me realize what exactly I'm looking for. These sound a little bit too bright. Let's go for a darker version. It's amazing how just changing like 1 or 2 words in a prompt can give you an entirely different result. First impressions on the workflow, this is super smooth. I like that it gives us 2 versions of each song to choose from, but the big win here is the speed at which these songs generate, because you almost instantly get results. That means I can just throw darts at the wall and see what sticks to narrow down exactly the sound I want without wasting a ton of time waiting for the generations to come through. I am curious how intelligent the prompt box is though. The ambient synth soundscape that I tried to create before is basically just a description of the soundtrack of the most iconic game from my childhood, Minecraft. Let's see if I can just ask for a track similar to Minecraft instead of trying to describe it myself. That doesn't really sound right. Let's pick a specific Minecraft song to emulate, maybe. This sounds a little bit closer, but honestly, it just seems more like it pulled from the keywords in my prompt, ambient, synth, and lullaby, than actually knowing what song I was referencing. This in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, copyright protection is very important, and we don't want to just be directly ripping off existing songs from artists here. Okay, let's try one more song style here before testing out the advanced song creation. One of the most difficult tracks for me to find in traditional music licensing services is like a choppy, fast-paced, suspenseful strings track for the opening of my videos. Not too bad, but this is too cinematic. I want just strings, like classical music. Think Vivaldi. That is what I'm talking about. I do kind of want more breathing room in the track though. I want it to swell and then pause and then swell again. Let's try to edit the song with the remix feature. Well, it doesn't really want to do that one. What if we change the strings to drums? Well, Well, that didn't do anything. This might be too much for this simple music prompt workflow. Let's try advanced. I'll reselect the instrument swapping feature, then go down here to the styles box. Let's edit it to say we want only drums in the style of what we had before. Now under more options, we can change additional elements, like I want the referenced audio to have a strong influence on the output. I also want the style influence to be noticeable, and we'll leave the weirdness at 50% because I don't want it to drift a ton. Well, no, those aren't drums. Let me turn down the audio influence. Okay, we have drums now, but we still have the string. I think we just have to start from scratch. Let me remove all of the string references from my style prompt, and now we'll try it. Okay, for some reason it refuses to give me something with drums only. This track had a full Mission Impossible style orchestra behind it. The tracks sound good, they just need to listen better. Now what I can do if I really only want the drums from this is I can open up the Suno Studio, import my track, and then extract all of its stems and then add back just the drums and percussion. Now we should have what we're looking for. This studio feature is cool. It's very much like a professional music mixing software, but obviously with AI built in. I'm not gonna go super in-depth on this feature right now because it's kind of contrary to the purpose that we started this video with, which is just making songs as quickly and simply as possible for video soundtracking. But I do see a use case for this if you want to get more into the weeds of like creating an entire film score. So let me know if you'd like to see me break down the studio in a future video. So when it comes to generating instrumental tracks with Suno, I have to say that the generation process is super smooth and the quality of the results is certainly pretty high. But it could use some work where track editing with prompts is concerned. It just hasn't dialed that in yet. Of course, the site also has features designed around musicians like audio and voice upload for references and lyric writing. For example, I just asked it to write a song about testing out Suno.
First Suno track, tell me how's it sound? How's it sound? First Suno track, turn my scribble around, turn it around.
This is a feature that's super fun, and we've seen tracks like this perform really well in things like Reels or YouTube Shorts. So if that's your style, Suno's got you covered. One place it definitely needs work though is the sound effect generator. This is a simple prompt to sound tool, and it did okay producing simple sounds like transition whooshes and whips. But if you listen to those again, they don't really sound very natural. And this issue compounded when I asked for a keyboard typing sound effect. Finally, it could not generate the gentle intricacies of a natural sounding ocean wave effect at all. So when it comes to music, AI can make some really amazing stuff, but for sound effects, it's just not quite there in my opinion. And that brings us to the final, arguably most important section, the fine print. And of course, for legal purposes, I am not a lawyer, so take everything that I'm about to say under that light. This is not legal advice. With traditional music licensing sites, you need to directly link your social media handles to avoid copyright claims when using tracks in your content. Plus, usage rights vary depending on how you're using those songs. With Suno, no channel clearing process is necessary to avoid copyright claims. In their terms of use, this section states that if you have a paid Suno subscription, you have the right, title, and interest to any of your generations. However, it's worth noting that it explicitly states that your outputs are owned by Suno, and these rights expire at the end of the term of your paid tier subscription. They also note that due to the largely fluctuating legal status of generative AI, they can't promise that you own any true copyright in your outputs. Plus, in the indemnification section, if any copyright dispute does pop up, say a music label says your AI song is an infringement on a popular track from one of their artists, you are responsible for that, not Suno. Also, if you have a free or basic tier for Suno, you are not permitted to use any of your generations in commercial projects, which would include monetized YouTube videos. Let me break this down in layman's terms. With Suno's Pro or Premiere plans, you can use these tracks in your content, but it's unclear from the terms whether this will always be the case and if your videos are covered even if your subscription expires. a lot of this comes down to the nature of generative AI. However, there's one other very important section that you need to pay attention to here. Suno has a huge clause in these terms that explicitly provides them the right to use, distribute, sublicense, and otherwise control any of the songs that you create using their service. Basically, they've given themselves the right to use and sell your tracks too, even if you also technically own them. But this isn't just limited to the songs that you create. Version 5.5 of the audio model introduced voice cloning, so you can create songs using your own voice, which is undoubtedly a cool feature. But if you make that voice clone, Suno owns that too, and they can pretty much do anything they want with it. By using the site, you even, quote, irrevocably waive any and all so-called moral rights or droit moral that may exist in or in connection with the content or your voice model. Personally, I am not a fan of that at all. None of this means the tool isn't impressive or the company will abuse these clauses in any way. It's probably just them covering their butts. But you need to know about these things to be informed about them so that you can make the proper decision for yourself and your own use cases. So that's my full rundown of Suno for content creators. I think it's genuinely valuable for content background tracks and fun with the lyric song creation, but it needs work to be a solid sound effect generator, and those terms give me some pause. Let me know what you think of it down below, and if you made it through all of that boring but important fine print. And finally, if you're interested in generating videos along with music, you should check out this video up over here where I go over the best video models currently available.